Is this my good angle? All right, we're live. We're
Yeah.
good? Okay. All right. So my name is Marie. I am a chef with the Proper Palate, and today we're going to make shrimp tacos. I'm super excited about it. I'm highly allergic to shrimp, yet I am making it for my company that is with me here today, so everybody can enjoy it. So we're going to start out with a chimichurri sauce, and that is going to have fresh parsley and fresh cilantro. So what you want to do is you actually would like to just kind of take your knife so that you don't get the stems, and there you go. See how easy that was? That's for the, well, we're going to have a few of them, but we'll just cut them off. Okay. And then our cilantro, same thing. Kind of just go very easy with your knife. And we're going to get a little bit of cilantro as well. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bunch this shit all together. Just like this. This is how you do it. Nothing fancy. We're just going to chop it up as small as we can. Just don't cut your fingers. Always remember to keep your knuckles tucked. It's going to take a couple times to go around and to chop this finely enough. And don't get discouraged. It may look like a lot at first, but it will get smaller as you continue to go on. See this? See this stem? Like, we don't want that, so just kind of pick that off. Stems sometimes taste very bitter, especially with cilantro and parsley. They're kind of in the same family. So it is good in nutrients and vitamins, but I would suggest you definitely keep as many stems out as you can. We're just going to keep chopping. I know this might be boring, but it's the process. Excuse me. I just got over being sick with a cold. Could you imagine? I haven't been sick for 4 years. And I got a cold. All right, that's starting to look good. All right, that was the bell. All right, so we're just gonna put it in a bowl like that. All right, just getting that cutting board pretty good. All right, good to go. Now, if you make a little mess on the counter, it's fine. Just put it back in the bowl. It's all good. Now we're going to take a shallot. This is a shallot. So shallot is like a cross between a Vidalia onion, which is kind of sweet, and a Spanish onion, which is kind of bitter, not bitter, but like tart and spicy. It's got a little kick to it. So that's a shallot, and we're going to put that in our chimichurri. We're going to put a whole one. Now, when you cut this across, you're going to see that it looks like there's two pieces to it. It's still one onion or one shallot. When they call for a half a shallot, that's when you'll take this whole one, and you'll see in a moment. See how it comes apart? So it looks like there's two onions. Okay. And we're going to chop this finely. Again, keep those knuckles tucked. Hey, I hit the bowl again. Affannabolo. That's Italian for crap. That's what my mother taught me in my kitchen. She cursed a lot in Italian. You know, or when something didn't work right, she would just be like, "Your mother's ass." I don't know. She was constantly saying your mother's ass. I guess it's you know, if something didn't turn out right, which was very rare. But if I tried to help, she was always very patient with me, which is nice, which is how I learned. And that's really important, I think, when you're with your kids or any kids and you're teaching them how to cook. It's really important to get them up close and be very patient with them because they're just new and learning, you know? And if you make it an uncomfortable or bad situation, they're not going to want to cook again. So we're just going to take the onion and put that right in that bowl. We could do a video lapse on this too if we want. So we don't bore the crap out of people, right? All right, so I'm going to just take this and put this in the garbage.
Or we can even speed it up, right?
Oh, yeah, speed it up, absolutely.
Like Breaking Bad.
Yep. And we could always dub audio over it, too. There's just so many things you can do. All right.
You're so good with that knife.
As I learned. All right, so this is my secret ingredient. These are pickled jalapeno peppers. We don't need much of these because they are very spicy. These are from my friend who owns a farm out in New Egypt, her Emery's, and she actually grew these beautiful jalapeno peppers.
Wow.
And they're pickled. And the pickling does take the heat down a little bit, but it enhances it. It gives it like a nice briny flavor, especially to chimichurri. So I'm gonna only use, I'm gonna say 2 peppers because it's gonna be spicy.
And can you tell us, like, for people who don't know what chimichurri is?
Chimichurri sauce is like herbs. So you're basically taking herbs, and it's a Mexican, or it could be any kind of Spanish. A lot of cultures have a chimichurri, different names for it. And basically what it is a an oil-based herb condiment. It goes on food. You can actually marinate chickens with it. You can put it on tacos, which we're doing today. Or you can take a bath in it. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Slather yourself in chimichurri. Go out in the sun.
Oh, that sounds kinky. I like it.
It is, right? Yeah, it's good. Chimichurri is just very, it's extremely versatile, and it adds a lot of spice to food.
Okay.
And the base of it is just olive oil. Today I'm actually going to be using a little bit of avocado oil. I'm not a fan of olive oil. I think it's good in some ways, but I like avocado because avocado oil is a very, very neutral oil. It doesn't impart any flavor to the food. Olive oil is very heavy, where it can weigh food down. It gives it somewhat of a nutty flavor, whereas the avocado oil is very neutral, and it just takes on the flavor of whatever you use it with.
And is it better for you, or you just like it that it's neutral?
Yeah, I just like that it's neutral. And it's also a very high heat oil. That's the thing. We're going to be cooking the shrimp with this as well, and searing the shrimp. It's a high heat. You could go up to 450 degrees with avocado oil. So we're going to take our jalapeno.
Cool. Okay.
And we're going to put that in. That's going to be good and spicy. Watch out.
I love it. You're dinging the bell again.
I'm digging it.
Woo! We're cooking with Marie.
Yes.
Woo!
This is good stuff. So, all right. And you'll see a theme going through here. Like, I usually make my own mayo, but we're going to be using avocado mayo again.
Ooh.
It doesn't have any of the trans fats. It doesn't have any of the emulsifiers and things that, like, Hellman's mayo. I'm sorry, I can't say Hellman's.
What's emulsifiers for those of us who want to learn?
Emulsifiers are things that are not natural. They don't naturally occur, like, they're not in nature. So they add, like, thickeners, like carrageenan, or tapioca is natural, but some of these different companies will add things to thicken their mayos, their sauces, and it's chemical. It's all chemical, yeah. So we don't want to eat that in our food. It just doesn't do our bodies good.
Okay, so tell us again. Show us the avocado mayo. Where do you get this?
This one's a Sir Kensington. I'll say that in a fancy Sir Kensington. It's like, well, he's got a monocle, like, you know, the Monopoly guy.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, and you could find this as non-GMO organic ingredients in this. And,
so it's like Whole Foods or a health store?
Yeah, Whole Foods, health stores, even ShopRite has them.
ShopRite, okay.
Yeah, ShopRite's starting to carry, like, more organics, which is great.
Okay, I think that's awesome for the people who think it's too much money, it's too hard to find. Mm-hmm. So if a little bit of knowledge can help you incorporate healthier stuff, you don't have to go spend a whole paycheck at Whole Foods.
You really don't. You don't have to go to Whole Foods. I'm a big proponent of go to Wegmans. I do more farm to table. So my grocery shopping is mostly I go to farms, I get my dairy, which I don't eat dairy, but I can go to my farms, get raw dairy, I can get butter, I can get things that I don't have to go to the grocery store and get. And the same when it comes to my menu. So whatever I serve here for my clients is farm to table. So I'm gonna go to a local farm, I'm gonna get the jalapenos, I'm gonna get things like that that you won't see with a typical company. You know, meal prepping companies, they're gonna go to Costco, they're not gonna be organic, everything's gonna be mass produced, mass farmed, including their meats and stuff, which are pretty bad. So I definitely try to be as clean as possible. So, all right, now that we have everything in the bowl here, you're gonna see, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Now, I don't have measuring for my chimichurri. You see what I just did? It's literally like a little pinch of salt in the hand.
And can you tell us about the salt?
This is gray sea salt. This is the best salt to use. Next best would be Himalayan. So this is a fine gray sea salt. It's almost wet. It almost feels wet in your hand. It doesn't have the iodine like table salt. So this is actually going to nutritionally will get into your cells. It'll draw water and fluid into your cell. It'll hydrate you, as opposed to the table salt, which dehydrates you, along with sugar. Sugar pulls out of the cells. Salt hydrates, and I would definitely tell everyone to get the Celtic or gray sea salt.
Cool.
If you use Himalaya, it's fine. All right, so that's what we're gonna do for that. And now we're just gonna get a whisk, which I don't bring my whisk with me.
Awesome.
Hold on, I got it. Just got a little whisk over here.
Improvisational.
Look at that baby whisk. It's so cute.
It's
And it's
so
an
cute.
OXO. It's an OXO, which is a great brand.
Why is OXO a good brand?
I'll tell you why. You see this? These prongs, how sturdy they are. And if you look in here, you can't pull these out. Like if you were to go to a dollar store, this is all a unibody. You can't pull these out. There's no...
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so they're made very well. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna emulsify this. So this is the emulsifier, and we're just gonna mix it in. Mix, mix, mix. And we're gonna make this like a very nice sauce. It's gonna go over our taco. I wanna show it to you so you can see.
I never knew it was that easy.
So easy, that's
I
chimichurri.
thought chimichurri, oh, you're gonna have to cook and...
No, this is a non-cooking sauce. All right, so with that, that's it. Look at how simple that was, right? How easy. You have 2, 3, 4 ingredients and salt. It doesn't get any easier than that. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be a professional chef. You don't have to be an astute cook to figure this out. You could do it.
And Marie, tell us, so you're putting that on shrimp tacos today, yay! But you could also use it for...
You could put you could use this as a marinade. So if you wanted to put like, you wanted to take chicken and smear this over chicken, or a steak. Oh my God, a chimichurri steak. And then you sear that, and it gives it like a nice hot, like spicy Mexican flair. So it gives it that South American, Mexican type Tex-Mex flavor. So it's really good. It's tasty. And the longer you marinate it, so you could keep this marinade on, you know, steak and stuff, typically overnight to 48 hours to really absorb the flavor. That would be your best bet.
And so would you put that in the fridge?
Yeah, we're going to put this in the fridge now. We don't have to cover it because we're going to be using it. So.
Awesome.
All right.
And we just look in the camera and say, and that's how I make
that's how I make chimichurri sauce. Done. Next thing we're going to be making is an avocado crema. So avocado crema is very simple. You can make it 2 ways. You can make it with a dairy cream. You can use sour cream, but I am dairy free. With most of my customers, we don't do dairy. So in that case, we're just going to stick to the avocado mayo. So how to open this wonderful avocado. It's the mystery for most people. They're afraid to do it. So I'm going to show you really easy how to do it. And you're going to be amazed to be like, oh my God, I didn't realize I could do it that easy. So you're going to take your knife and you're just going to run it until you feel that pit. Oh, shit. See that? I'm a professional.
Perfect.
I know.
That's perfect.
Let's get it back in there. All right, so you're going to take it. Make sure that you don't obviously put your hand where that blade is. And we're going to go around and you're going to twist, right? Okay, watch how easy this is. You're going to go in. Oh, and there we go. See that? Now watch where you go by the garbage. So everybody's like, how do you get it off the knife? Because it's slippery, and how do you get it off without cutting yourself? Watch. Right on the edge of the garbage can. Done.
Woohoo!
Very easy.
Wow.
So that's the kind of stuff that you could do. It just takes practice. Just keep doing it. Obviously, it's like riding a bike. Once you learn, you will never unlearn it. So we're just going to go in here. I should have gotten a spoon, which would help. So we're going to get a spoon and we're just going to scoop this out. Okay. Same for this one. All right, good stuff. All right, so we're gonna take a fork and we're gonna mash this. You could use the edge of the bowl. If your avocado's a little tough, use a food processor. I'm not a fan of getting things dirty, so I just try to do everything in one bowl if I can.
Love it. Simple.
Simple, yeah. Like but don't use an overripe avocado. How do you know if the avocado is ripe? When you get it to the grocery store, if it's softer to excuse me, softer to the touch, it's ready. I got yeah.
That's okay. Just start that over again when you get to the grocery store.
Oh, I hate that. When you start talking too much. I have such a dry throat, I'm at the end of it.
That's okay. We got all day.
Yeah.
We can always do another day too.
Okay. So when you go to the grocery store, if you want to know if the avocado is ripe or not, all you have to do is just kind of push it in a little bit. If it's really hard, then it's not ready. You should also look for this color, because that's another clue that it's ready. If it's too green, then it's not ready yet. So if you want to ripen it quicker, you get home and you put it in a brown paper bag and keep it there for a couple of days. Keep checking on it to see the softness of it, and then you're ready to go. So, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mash this in the bowl. Again, it's gonna be messy, but again, why dirty a food processor if you don't have to? It's okay if it's a little chunky, because it's going to be great on the taco.
I love it chunky. I don't like it if it's too creamy.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to take a little bit of salt again, just a little bit in the palm. Just a pinch, like a half a teaspoon, and then we're going to take our mayo and add that. Again, probably about 1/4 cup of mayo to 1 avocado. So mix that up good. And notice I'm not putting any other spices in here. There is no need for it. Avocado, the salt and the mayo, it just brings out, it's natural, it's minimalist. The only thing I'm going to add are some cherry tomatoes. That's it. So we're going to cut up the cherry tomatoes. Little tomato. Can't put that out on the social media. You're not allowed to do that.
Oh, really?
No. She'll sue ya. All right, so we're going to cut up a couple tomatoes. All right, so we're just going to incorporate the tomatoes. I only cut up a few of them. that's it. I kind of want to mash them in there a little bit too, so they're not so whole. So we kind of get the juice of the tomato out. That'd be good. All right. I'm making myself dirty here. All right, so that is it. Look at how simple that was.
Awesome.
Simple ingredients. We have 3 ingredients and salt. So we had avocado, tomato, salt, and that's it. And then the mayo. Sorry, I left out the mayo.
And that's how you make...
That's how you make the avocado crema for the taco.
Tell me your name.
Hey guys, Marie with the Proper Palate. We are making shrimp. We are, this is my kryptonite. Everybody or anybody who knows me knows that I cannot have shellfish. However, that doesn't prevent me from cooking it for my fine friends. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some seasoning on our shrimp today, and we're gonna do a Mexican spin, as these are going to be tacos. So the first thing we wanna do is we wanna salt our shrimp. Again, I'm gonna show you. It's like a half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna go over the shrimp just like that. Brings out the flavor. Then we're gonna do ground cumin. Notice a lot of my seasonings are all organic. Obviously, everything I use is organic, so there's really no need for me to say get organic. Same with my shrimp. My shrimp are not from the Gulf. These are not farm raised either. These are shrimp from deep, nice cold waters, and they're clean and sustainable. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some cumin, probably about a teaspoon of cumin. And again, I'm sorry I don't have my measuring, but this is how a chef measures. So you know out there it's a teaspoon. All right.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't do the measuring. We don't need it. All right, now we got chili powder. And we're gonna do a little bit more liberal with the chili powder because it is, believe it or not, it's a mix of a bunch of different spices, chili powder. And it goes a long way. Actually, it doesn't go a long way. That's why we want to be liberal with it. So we're going to do about 1.5 teaspoons over probably the shrimp we have here is roughly, we have about like 25 shrimp. So again, very liberal. All right. We'll take some oil and we're going to put it over just a tiny bit, just to incorporate all the dry ingredients. And nature's hands, your human hands are your tools. So I am not going to use anything but my hand, and we're just gonna mix this up. And you'll be able to tell if the shrimp are coated enough with seasoning. And I can already tell that they're not. Son of a bitch. So what I'm gonna do, and I don't recommend you do this, obviously get a measuring spoon. So here you could see what I'm looking at. That needs a little bit more spice. So I'm just gonna, again, kinda go over a little bit more. Look, I keep it real. No measuring. We use our hands. You know, you're cooking in your house, you know what I mean? So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna go on Pinterest or you're gonna go on my site or wherever, and we're gonna have this lovely, list of ingredients for you. But let's face it, a lot of times everyone's taste is different. So I don't think that one person's taste buds match another. So you have to season your food according to how you like it and hope that your guests will like it too. And if they don't, they can always add more spice. That's the beauty of it. You can never take away, but you can always add.
Ah, love that.
All right, so that's that. We're done. That's freezing.
You can never take away, but you can always add.
You got it. You can't. If you over season, you can't take the seasoning out of it. So that's what you got to do. So if you over season, now you're kind of screwed because now you can't take anything out of that. But if you under season, you can always add. So it's always best to yield on the side of less is more, and then as you go, you eyeball and say, okay, that's looking good. So to me, that looks good. That's ready to go.
Less is more.
Less is more. Hey, that applies in everything in life, right?
Isn't that so true? Yeah.
Even with our food, we would never know.
So you're giving us life lessons here while you're teaching us about cooking.
Well, I'm also a lifestyle coach, so holistic lifestyle coach, which is where I kind of get into everyone's lives and put my nose where it doesn't belong. No, I'm kidding. I basically teach people how to switch over to this lifestyle, and that with everything that you do and what you experience in life is not. It's okay to underspice or overspice. It's not the end of the world. It's a learning process, and I teach them that when you switch over to this lifestyle, it is a learning process, and it's going to take time. And I coach them, and I go into their house just like this, and I'll go through their stuff, and I'll say, okay, use this instead of that, and I give them replacements for everything. I don't take anything away, and that is that's the big lesson. So that's all I got.
Love it. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. So this is a Salad Master. Sorry if it's a little hard to see here, but this is a Salad Master cookware. This is the only cookware I use because it is 316 titanium steel. It will not leach heavy metals into your food. It is non-porous. This is the only metal that is safe to put in your body. So what does that mean? When you go for surgery, this is the only metal that the surgeons are going to put in your
titanium
steel, 316 titanium steel. The great part about this is you could put these in the oven. Even with these handles, the handles remove, which is awesome. You can put them on either side. They come with really cool lids, and something about this lid right here, what I do want to mention, which I will, is this is almost like a tea kettle. So when it heats up, it makes this little noise. So you got to keep this for about a minute, and then you turn your temperature all the way down. And what that's going to do is it's going to cook your food slow but fast. So it's not slow and low like a crock pot. It actually is like a pressure cooker meets a slow cooker. It's really awesome, and the technology is basically it creates a vapor seal around the edge of this pan. So you get this vapor seal, and now your food is sealed in, and it's going to cook slow and fast, and it's going to maintain all of the minerals, vitamins, enzymes, which are extremely important for you. You need enzymes to break your food down. As we get older, our guts kind of get all in a disarray, and we lose valuable enzymes that break our food down. So it's really important to use cookware that is going to have the least impact. Like, face it, the food we're eating right now, even if it's organic, our soils are depleted. So we can't afford to lose any more minerals and vitamins and enzymes out of our food. So that's it. So we're going to heat the pan up, and we're going to get our shrimp going.
And did you put oil in there?
Not yet. You don't have to put oil in these pans. That's the good part. But I do like a little bit of oil with shrimp, because shrimp is, seafood has a tendency to stick. It can kind of not do very well on this particular pan, because shrimp is something we have to cook very quickly. It's not a slow cooking type of fish like a salmon or a cod. So this is a quick flash, boom, boom, 2 minutes aside, and it's done. So we're going to put a little bit of oil in here just so we prevent sticking. Again, you're going to eyeball it. Swirl it around. We're all good. And tongs. If I were a pair of tongs, where would I be? Look at those monsters. All right, how's this thing open? Wow, these are new. Look at I don't know how to use a gadget in the kitchen. What the hell's wrong with me? What's happening? Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, that was great. I got that on camera.
I wonder how this is a newfangled. I'm used to ones. Oh, all right.
Oh my God.
Wow, this is bizarre. Look at that, and then it stays. Look at this.
You look like you're about to make out with it or give it a blowjob.
Oh my God. All right, so shrimp is down. Look at that. Hear that? With that sizzle. I'm just gonna lower that just a tad. Right in. We don't want to overcrowd it, because if you overcrowd the pool, they won't cook evenly, because when you put something cold into something hot, it brings the temperature down. All right. This is the bomb. This is nice. Shrimp on. All right. Let's get these flipped. We're gonna flip a rooski. We're about 2 minutes aside. The shrimp will be done. Shrimp cook very quickly. When you start seeing it curl, you see that curl where you devein it? That is when it's almost ready. So
good to know.
Yeah. Back in there.
Where do you get these titanium?
Through me. Actually, I work with a dealer, and they're kind of like very exclusive. So if you go online like eBay or Amazon and try to look for a set, you're going to see this astronomical price, because these have been around since the 1940s, and the older sets are worth money. So you just work with a dealer and get your information and it sets you up. So plating is everything.
What does that mean for people who don't know?
Plating is when you want to make the dish look appealing. So it's aesthetics. So if you have, nastiness all around the edge of your plate, it doesn't look good to someone. It doesn't feel good. Nobody wants to eat it. So you eat with your eyes first, and then your stomach. So if something doesn't look appealing, you're not going to want to eat it, right? At least I'm that way. All right, so we're going to get some garnish. We're going to be assembling our tacos for our guests. So again, little sprig of green. If you want to serve this as a platter where everybody can just grab and make their own tacos, I think family style cooking is awesome. And I'm a big fan of it. So we're just gonna put a little greenery up in there. Make it look nice. Too much. And that's it. Now we're gonna assemble our tacos. On to the next thing.
All right, so tell us.
All right, so we're gonna take this. This is a organic corn tortilla. Typically, I don't encourage people to eat corn. But in this case, it's okay for the tacos. So we're gonna heat this up, and it'd be good if I had some tongs again. Jesus Christ. I like to tongue the tongs.
Now, why do you tell us why you don't like people to have corn?
Corn is just really inflammatory to the gut. It's not healthy. It's gluten free, yes, but
Not good.
yeah, I would steer away from any corn. Even if it is organic, steer. Fuck me! This is ridiculous.
No, but this is great. I mean, we're just gonna use this.
Yeah, I'm sneezing on everybody's food. Buy from me.
No, but
I know. I know.
So any kind of corn, like blue corn, organic corn.
No, corn is corn. I don't care if it's blue, purple, pink, black, brown. Could be every fucking color of the rainbow. It's still corn. It's bullshit. It's going to inflame your gut. It's going to cause an immune response. So, here, we're good to go on this one. We're going to give you a taco. We're going to give you one like this right now. I want you to, let's flip this around, and we're going to give it We're going to assemble the taco. All right?
We're assembling the taco.
All right.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to have you do it. So, take as many pieces of shrimp you want. Obviously, you're going to... Yeah, let's swing this around. Why not?
And I am so excited. My mouth is watering watching her. Okay, I'll put 3 so I don't look like a total pig. Okay.
So we're gonna do that first.
Okay.
You could cross contaminate. We're all friends here. It's not contaminating.
So this is the avocado
Crema.
crema. I love
And then a little
avocado.
drizzle of the chimichurri.
And I like it spicy, so.
Yeah. And that's it. That's your taco.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Wrap it up.
I mean, the smells and learning so much.
You're getting
Wow!
getting all the flavors.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I think she likes it.
Wow. This is amazing. I love the heat and the texture and like there's something about the crema against the heat. Oh my
Balanced.
gosh.
Pretty well balanced,
Oh.
right?
Can I have 10 of these?
Sure.
Wow.
We got plenty of shrimp. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh. And now I feel like I know how to make it.
Yeah. I got a little recipe card for you. Yeah. Set you home with it. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Oh my gosh.
How would you rate it to like a Mexican restaurant or something like a...
Well, I'm from Texas, so I'm kind of a taco connoisseur.
Okay.
And this is the best shrimp taco I've ever had.
You heard it here first. Best shrimp taco.
Really, and because every time I go to San Diego, I get fish. Like I really am a taco connoisseur. You can ask my family, and this is ridiculous.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh my
Yay.
god! Thank you, Marie.
Woohoo.
So Marie is making. She's preparing
I'm drooling.
the most amazing shrimp taco I've ever had. Very simple, but magical.
Oh, it's for me?
Go for it, yeah.
I thought when Elaine said she's making me, I was like, oh, that one's for Elaine. All right.
Well, I've already had 3. I
Oh.
can't stop.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, here I go. Oh my god, I'm drooling so bad, my cheeks hurt. Oh my god, you can't beat clean cooking. Mmm. This is delicious.
Very simple, less than 10 ingredients.
It's so smooth. All right, I'm going in. Mmm.
Awesome.